morning.
Today is the Festival of Nations starting at 5:30 until 8:30 here in the gym.
After announcements with Robin, we'll have a ton of facts for you on all the countries involved.
Freshmen, the announcements is looking for new people to join the team. If you would like to be on camera, come to the TV studio B13. All students planning to participate in spring sports must turn their yellow forms to the nurse. Senior superlative pictures will be taken on Thursday and Friday this week. A schedule of times is posted in the main lobby. Girls softball tryouts start Monday, March 9th from 4 to 6 and will take place at ESC. Take the shuttle from the high school to ESC. The shuttle leaves at 3:40 from the student parking lot. Meet in the Hall of Fame lobby. Any questions, please see Coach Neuhaus. If anyone is interested in participating in St. Baldrick's event, see Mr. Hawthorne in B38 by the end of the week. The Gay Straight Alliance will be meeting Thursday after school. This meeting is open for new members. Please consider joining. See Mr. White with any questions. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A 12-year-old was suspended after informing her fellow students that they could opt out of testing. I wanted the parents to know that they had an option to let the students either take the test or not. Then sent to the principal's office for an hour and 20 minutes, and then at the end of the day, she ended up being suspended. Adelina, a 12-year-old, said, afterward, the school made a statement that, among other things, said no students in the district should have been disciplined for supporting or promoting the district policy of parents' rights to opt their child out of testing.
French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius said this morning on French radio that if separatist troops advanced on the Ukrainian city of Mariupol, that would constitute a new red line. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko has been visiting European capitals, working on to get a ceasefire in place and to get Russian troops out of his country. Russia denies that its forces are in Ukraine and that is assisting separatists. If this continues, France will get involved.
After all that freezing rain, sleet, and snow yesterday evening, we shouldn't see any of that today as it stays cool with some regular flurries in the mid-afternoon. As we head into tomorrow night with eastward air heading towards central New York, dropping temperatures down to the bitter teens. By Friday afternoon, we will have a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day, but temperatures will eventually start to warm up in the mid-20s for the weekend. But as it keeps looking to increase, there is a chance we will reach the low 40s during midweek next week. As you may not know, daylight savings is right around the corner, so be prepared to move your clocks ahead an hour. Tune in the rest of the week for more information on daylight savings. In other news, today is National Hug a GI Day. Have a good day.
The majority of the food at each exhibit will be prepared by the culinary students, with some contributions from student clubs and community members.
Entertainment will be provided by the ESM Elementary All-District Choir and the ESM Chamber Ensemble, as well as Ukrainian, Irish, and Greek dance groups.
The F1 lobby will feature international games, a coffee bar sponsored by the Chem Club, and a creperie sponsored by the 7th grade FACS students.
Mr. Duffy's science class has been working on a research project learning about how to grow edibles, and the Festival of Nations participants will be able to collect seeds from around the world to start their own international edibles garden by visiting each of the exhibits. Now, we do have some great facts for you on each one of the countries.
The famous Eiffel Tower in Paris was built as the entrance point for the 1889 World Fair. It is one of the most visited monuments in the world. France is the most visited country in the world with over 80 million visitors every year.
Italy has played a large role in the history of architecture, discovering the dome.
Colombia produces over 60% of the world's most expensive emeralds and about 90% of the total world production.
Mexico City sinks at a rate of 15 centimeters per year as it was built on a swamp-like soil. Colombia produces over 60% of the world's most... Ooh, I already said... You said that, didn't you? Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Let's keep it going. Irish or Irish Gaelic is the country's first official language. However, the second official language, English, is more commonly spoken. At the Olympics, boxing is Ireland's most successful sport. The shamrock is the national symbol of Ireland, and along with the harp, it is a registered trademark of the country.
The United States has the fourth largest country in the world by land area, but I'm sure you guys already knew that because you do live here. It's the most populated city in the U.S. is New York City, followed by Los Angeles and Chicago. The U.S. was the leading force behind the development of the internet.
Israel has two official languages, Hebrew and Arabic. Israel has more museums per capita than any other country in the world.
The main two languages spoken in Canada are English and French. Canada shares the longest land border in the world with the United States, totaling 8,891 kilometers, or 5,525 miles. Canada has over 30,000 lakes, and although the majority of Native Americans live in the West today, the city with the largest American Indian population is in New York City, followed by Los Angeles, Phoenix, Anchorage, and Albuquerque.
The population of Macedonia is about 2 million. Mother Teresa was born in Skopje, the capital of Macedonia.
Sidewalks are used for driving, not parking. Sidewalks are used for driving and parking, not for walking in Macedonia.
India has the second largest population in the world with over 1.2 billion people. Many different languages are spoken in India. The main ones are Hindi, Bengali, Telugu, Marth.
I wouldn't get them either. There's quite a few of them, that's for sure. The national symbol of India is the endangered Bengal tiger.
The currency of Hungary is called forint.
I think it's a forint.
Hungary has a popular spa and bath culture with around 1,500 thermal.
Germany has been home to famous composers such as Johann Bach, Ludwig van Beethoven, and Richard Wagner. Football, or soccer as we know it, is the most popular sport in Germany.
There are almost 4 million people that live in Bosnia and
Herzegovina.
Yeah,
I got you. We're good.
The languages used are Bosnian, Croatian, and Serbian.
Ukraine shares land borders with 7 countries: Russia, Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, and Moldova. Traditional Ukrainian dishes include I don't know any of these, guys. I hope that I can get informed tonight at Festival of Nations. But in Southeast Asia is rich with wildlife and animals such as orangutans, leopards, elephants, water buffalo, and rhinos.
Much of Southeast Asia is rainforest, and the climate is very wet. The wet weather makes the area prime for rice paddy agriculture, making rice the main staple of the Southeast Asian diet.
The country's name, Lebanon, is known to be the oldest in the world and has remained unchanged for over 4,000 years. The world's first ever laws and schools were founded in the city of Beirut in Lebanon.
The Olympic Games originated in ancient Greece. Athens most recently hosted the Summer Olympic Games in 2004.
Greece is one of the most mountainous countries in Europe. When you were born in South Korea, you are considered a year old. This means that you age faster by year if you are in South Korea compared to a Westerner.
The toga, the official costume of the Roman citizen, was created using a semicircular piece of white wool cloth that was about 18 feet in diameter.
Women in ancient Rome actually dyed their hair with goat fat and bleached wood ashes. Red and blonde were the most popular colors.
after school.
Questions for Festival of Nations. Thank you for
We
coming.
have done
What's
a
the
little bit
purpose
of
of Festival of
broadcasting
Nations?
during the winter
How can someone get involved